Hi there, Klaus Hessler here speaking to you. We have just been filming some pretty amazing footage for openmindeddrumming.com, and I wanted to give you a quick a round trip through the workstation here that I have been using over the last couple of days. Starting outside on the far left of my side is the XS Fast Stacks combination, which is basically a 16-inch china and a 13-inch bottom hi-hat. You can stack it different ways, but I usually choose to arrange it in a closed hi-hat setting like this here. But you can also put it on a cymbal stand. Always gives you some great sort of additional stack hi-hat kind of a sound. Just love it. Not that expensive actually, so you might want to look into it. So further continuing here, I have my always present aluminum bells. So at times I mark those with, say, some kind of a pitch, though this almost goes to a G sharp. They don't come tuned, but I mean, these have been with me literally forever almost. Underneath that you find the Gun Bob's Alex Acuna cowbell that I have on the left side here, just as one which I'm playing with my foot with the pedal over here, which is another Gun Bob's Alex Acuna signature cowbell. So further continuing, I have my 13-inch Fierce hats, which is actually the Jojo Meyer signature hat. Very dark, dry sound with great definition. I just love that. Maybe not for everybody, but it's totally to my taste. And over here we have a 17-inch HHX Extreme Crash. Underneath here is still an 8-inch Aero Splash with the holes that gives the whole thing a pretty trashy kind of sound that I like a lot, as opposed to just the crash sound. So my left ride cymbal, that's the Garage Ride, the 18-inch HH Garage Ride, one of my signature cymbals that I have out with Sabian. You can see the smaller hand-hammered marks, has a relatively flat profile with a small bell. You can crash it, you can ride it, you can do most everything with it. Just an amazing cymbal. And here's one more 8-inch AAX Splash, Aero Splash cymbal between the toms. Then the big brother of the 18-inch Garage Ride, which is the 20, also with the smaller HH hammer marks. Very similar to the smaller one, a relatively flat profile, small bell, dark dry sound. Love it, big time. And we finally still have here the HHX Extreme Crash, a 16-inch here in that case. And for those of you who don't know, the HHXs, they always have bigger hammer marks. So that's a very much different hammer that they use when these get their final treat, as opposed to the smaller HH hammer. Underneath that, I'm having an XSR 13-inch hi-hat, being my extra closed hat that I use for a lot of stuff. Just as the Fast Stacks on the other side, a relatively cheap cymbal, but still sounding great. So I love those XSR. In case you won't afford like any of the really expensive stuff, that's just something great to look into. And finally, we still have the 19-inch HHX Extreme Crash, which also goes with a, I should say, handmade sizzle whatever thingy on top that I made for myself, which is made out of actually ozone key ozone holes that were used for the 25th anniversary of the company. It's just something like that. And I forgot the final Gun Bob's cowbell one more time, the Alex Acuna signature series, and the 7-inch aluminum bell, which is also by Sabian. So I mean, that's all just like, I always feel a bit like a kid in the candy store when I have these around me, but They have become part of my sound, and if you like what I do and if you like how they sound, feel free to check them out at Sabian, or you might want to get more gear information with my website, klaushessler.com. Check out the stuff, hope you dig it, and check out some of the stuff with open-minded drumming. See you there.